TV
and you're sitting here on television lying to the American people.
You don't know crap about this, Don. You're a TV guy. I was a Secret Service agent. Now cut off my mic. Do what you want. How many freaking times are we going to let the FBI interfere in an election? I mean, this is supposed to be a constitutional republic. I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is supposed to be a representative democracy. Banana Republic. We're beyond a banana republic. We're into like tin pot dictator third world stuff. This is embarrassing.
Folks, they always accuse you of what they're doing. And because they're terrified that their tyranny's not going to continue if Donald Trump wins, they're now doing this simple distraction technique that has appealed to useful idiots for a long time and been used by commies, socialists, Soviets. They've used it forever. They just blame you for exactly what they're doing.
This is by far the most exciting video I've ever made because the new FBI Deputy Director, Dan Bongino, just completely obliterated every woke figure who's been using the media to push their false narratives. And he didn't stop there. He even called out those who pose a serious threat to our country, exposing individuals who played a role in helping Biden rig the first election. All of these brutal takedown moments are compiled right here, so buckle up, grab some popcorn, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It all started with his post on Twitter, where Dan Bongino shared a video exposing how these woke media outlets have been receiving money from USAID.
Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about troubling, irresponsible, one-sided news stories
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news
has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Folks, they always accuse you of what they're doing. And because they're terrified that their tyranny's not going to continue if Donald Trump wins, they're now doing this simple distraction technique that has appealed to useful idiots for a long time and been used by commies, socialists, Soviets. They've used it forever. They just blame you for exactly what they're doing.
Politico recently spoke with former intelligence officials about how on edge the idea of a second Trump term makes all of them.
Are you freaking kidding me? Are these the same 51 intelligence officers who falsely bullshitted America? These scumbags, every single one of them. You hear me? Absolute scumbags. You don't like the word? Too bad. That's what you are.
For me, Dan Bongino is the only person who has truly fought to expose how biased the media really is. The only phrase they scream loud and clear is a threat to our democracy. But in reality, the true threat to democracy is their push to impose a biased agenda on the public. And just to prove it, watch this video from back then where Dan Bongino completely dismantled their anti-Trump narrative.
Nobody was held accountable.
Well, I was passionate about it for a reason. How many freaking times are we going to let the FBI interfere in an election? I mean, this is supposed to be a constitutional republic. I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is supposed to be a representative democracy. Banana republic. We're beyond a banana republic. We're into like tin pot dictator third world stuff. This is embarrassing. At least Pravda didn't pretend to be anything but state apparatchiks. The FBI, and listen, I've been with you for a while. I work with a lot of decent guys. But I'm done with the rank and file stuff too. I'm done with it. If you took part in this, anyone who took part in this, anyone, I don't care who you are, an analyst or an upper level manager, the next president who comes in office, they should schedule F as many people as they can in the federal government and fire every single person involved in this. Everyone. The receptionist in the FBI office who took a call on this should be fired. We are not a third world republic, supposedly. Sean, the difference between us and Kim Jong-un, right, is that we investigate crimes and then we look for people. We don't investigate people and then look for crimes. That is exactly what's going on. How many times are they going to investigate Donald Trump for how many different things before the American people wake up and realize this isn't an investigation of a crime in search of a person, but a person in search of a crime? And let me just add, one last thing on this, folks. I left my job. So no one's going to lecture me, oh, Dan, what would you do if you just do? There's no more we're just doing our job. You swore an oath to the Constitution. Have some balls, man. I left my job because I couldn't take what was going on. I gave up my pension and everything because something else mattered. You're not going to lecture me on anything. If you were involved in this constitutional abomination to our constitutional republic, you don't deserve your job today. And you will get no backing from me or anybody I know in the conservative movement going forward. You flush your credibility down the toilet.
Right now, he has shocked the world by saying, you know who you are, speak up, or something hard will be back. And folks, we have so much more on this story. In recent news, after Cash Peddle and Dan Bongino were elected, several former officials involved in the P. Diddy case and other high-level government crimes have suddenly left their jobs. Honestly, this just proves how much we're taking America back piece by piece. Now watch as Dan Bongino completely dismantles the current woke. Figures who have been relentlessly attacking Trump and Elon.
The lunatics are still running the asylum. Here is CNN again. I want you to watch this. This is Stephen Miller on CNN. I'm trying to show you again how they cannot get past the emotion of we hate Elon, we hate Donald Trump. You've got people like this telling them it is popular. It is almost universally popular to clean up government waste and fraud. You're on the wrong side of it. And they're still trying to find ways to attack this effort. And Stephen Miller says, hey, listen, why aren't you guys celebrating this stuff? I don't understand. The answer is because they hate it. They're lost in emotion, not results. Watch this. One on CNN. CNN and MSNBC are not acting logically with reason or using rationality. They simply hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump teams up with Elon. Therefore, by proxy, they hate Elon. They're not acting rationally. Don't ask me why are they doing this. It's popular to cut government waste. They're going to destroy their party. I just played for you the Democrats saying they're destroying their party. There's going to be a couple of people in the party, like this guy before I played, saying they're committing suicide, who are going to see what's going on. But it's going to take a long time. That's why I'm telling you, we're in the golden age. We have about 2 years to really fix this government before the Democrats get over the emotions of we hate these guys. Every single argument they're making is ridiculous. Breonna Keeler or whatever that was. I want to clean up government waste and fix it. Okay, we're cleaning up government waste. Why aren't you celebrating this? Because we really hate Elon?
And all I can say is these clowns will never learn from their mistakes. Thanks to Trump, they're all losing their minds freaking out over every little thing. Even if he just sneezes. And the reason I'm saying this, just watch this video where Thieleer had the audacity to call out the right while being the biggest liar himself.
Is supposed to be stupid enough not to understand that and to believe the spin coming from the surrogates and for people like you, you should be ashamed of yourself.
It doesn't make it, Don, frankly, I'm ashamed that you're talking to me as if I'm a child when 12 years of my life
No, you're treating me as a child because you're telling me what I'm supposed to hear. And you're sitting here on television lying to the American people.
You don't know crap about this, Don. You're a TV guy. I was a Secret Service agent. Now cut off my mic. Do what you want.
I'm not going to cut off your mic. I'm going to tell you that you're sitting here and you're lying to the American people. You're lying to the American people, and you know that you're lying to the American people.
I'm lying. Dan Bongino. Right. I read these comments.
And by the way, they talk like they know everything, but in reality, they don't know a damn thing. All they do is ignore the fact that America is finally breathing fresh air with common sense. Again, thanks to Trump, none of these clown media outlets are willing to admit that the Biden administration has completely messed up everything. And if you want to see exactly why they're so frustrated about the new deputy director, just watch this video.
50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plan.
During campaign season, you want to be able to understand everything that the Russians might do.
This laptop that would have changed the entire course of American history, would have kept the border closed if Trump got reelected, probably wouldn't be a Russian invasion of Ukraine, probably wouldn't have been an October 7th attack either. We'd be living in a different world right now because you 51 intelligent scumbags, knowing you were full of shit the whole time, now you dare, you've got the balls to say that Trump could weaponize the spy services? I'm demanding an investigation if Trump wins into all of these people for a conspiracy to interfere in an election and potentially worse. And Joe Biden's going to be the first target of that investigation. You will never, ever teach these people that deep state lawfare is wrong without exposing them to the same sets of rules they want to impose on us. Someone did steal an election, and Joe Biden was a field general in that war on election integrity. Listen to me. I want an investigation into this conspiracy to steal the 2020 election, and no, we shouldn't let it go. I don't want to hear shit about, oh, it's time to move on. It's not time to move on, or they'll do it again.
It's terrifying. It's frightening.
They stole this damn thing. They hid that laptop information. You know it. We know it. I want everyone as either, they better give depositions, and if they committed criminal activity, I want them charged too. The deep state is real. It's members of the media. It's intelligence community members. Here's the key, active and retired. It's bureaucrats within the government.
Mr. Vindman, you testified in your deposition that you did not know the whistleblower.
Ranking member, it's Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, please.
You testified in the deposition that you did not know who the whistleblower was.
Per the advice of my counsel, I've been advised not to answer specific questions about members of the intelligence community.
It is saboteurs inside the Trump administration last time. The deep state is real. The deep state is real.
Tell me, are you worried about this retribution concept playing out?
I know this clip is intense, but it's the reality they've been hiding from everyone. Instead of reporting real news like this, they were too busy ranting about some so-called constitutional crisis in America. Well, just to remind them, the true constitutional crisis was right in plain sight the moment Biden was elected. And judging by their reaction to the DOJ investigation, I can't wait to see the fear-mongering and panic they'll spread once the investigation starts turning on them. I don't have anything more to add at this point, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated.